Hello and welcome back to Minecraft Extreme Builds and the Victorian Square in London, or the London Victorian Square build. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Last time out we managed to finish the entire front section and we managed to build up sort of the entire building. So we did everything around the back of the house and you can see it goes all the way around. However, we only put in 2 windows, and there were a few other holes that I managed to fix up, but we only put in 2 windows. So in this video I'm going to go through putting in the rest of the windows, and then from there we're going to have a look at what we need to do to further this. I did try to put in a floor as well, as you can see. Come on, there you go. There is a floor placed in here, nothing too thick. So it does theoretically work, but I am considering getting rid of said floor just temporarily until we get everything in, and then maybe working on the floor as a separate thing. So I'll have to see. So make sure you stay tuned for this video to see all the rest of the windows go in, and then see what we get up to in terms of the flooring. I might just put the flooring in, but I really am not sure. So the first thing we need to do is actually get rid of something that is not needed whatsoever, and that is oh, I think I've already got rid of it. Never mind, I think I've got rid of it already. So I am actually going to swap over to this one. No, I'm not going to swap over to this one. Swap over to this one and then select the blank. And what I need to do is actually get rid of what? Yeah, this. No, not that. I think I might have done this for everything. Have I already? Nope, there we go. I haven't done it. So I've not done it on this one. So I started testing it. That's what it is. So what I need to do is get rid of this, which we put in last time, and I'm going to replace it with. Is this the one? No, that isn't the one. That isn't the one either. I'm guessing it's up here somewhere. Are you it? No, you're not it. Are you it? You're it. Okay, so we're going to replace it with this one. And the reason I'm doing this is so that, and I'm not going to connect this up yet either. The reason I'm doing this is to ensure, there we go, that we can fit in the walls and windows properly. So, oh, there's one missing. That's going to be annoying. No, come on. This is always, the movement in Minecraft is always slightly, so when you're flying in Minecraft, it's a little bit strange because there is physics in terms of, can I not? Why can I not put that one in? Why won't you go in? Okay, you know what? There, now you'll fit, right? There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, so there's always a little bit of physics, so you'll see that moving up and down is almost instant, the stop. Moving left and right, however, it just sort of just flies along a little, slews along. So we need to take that into account. But anyway, so now that we've got this, what I need to do is I need to try and fit these windows in every single one. And you can see that the way the windows go is that we essentially just break. How many is it? It seems like we have half a block. There we go, we have half a block, which is what we have, and then we break 1, 2, 3 like that, and we break a section like so, and hopefully that just slots straight in. for this, I am going to make this a lot easier for me. I'm going to do this. That way I have easy access. I can just walk along this top. There we go. So I'll just walk along the top of this to be able to fit whatever I need in. Fantastic. Right. Do you want to fit there? No, not quite. What is it that is blocking this one? Bottom is fine. Could be one more of these. No? Maybe it could be the windows the wrong way. That's all it was. Okay. So, well done me. So the window will go in like so. That looks... Is that right? It looks reasonable. This all looks like it's connected as... No, that isn't connected as one. Okay, so I have a potential idea here. And then next to that we can place the other window. So I'll break this and I'll break this, and that is why we need to break that block to ensure that this fits. And then I will place... Oh, that's the wrong way. There, you go right there. Great. Sun's already setting. This thing really does not last a long time. And then from there, what I need to do is I need to break all of that, and theoretically I should be able to stick a window there. There we go. And then that should be where I have the half. And then over here I should be able to stick a large window right next to the other one. There we go. And then we have another half, and then the same concept applies over on this side. Might as well just break everything, I guess. I said might as well just break everything, I guess. I know what's going to happen on that corner. So this is a large window which will sit there, followed by a small window which sits right next to it, followed by a corner piece which is not that one. It is this one. This one. Hopefully that sits in properly. It does. Great. Let's go back to daytime. Now we need to find the mid wall, which is this one, and just hope that this fits. It does. That's a... Is that a shock? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. No. Should have just screamed as I went down there. No. Never mind. There and there. Good. Now comes a more difficult part. Oh no, this just breaks apart easily. Great. There. There. And there. Perfect. And at that point, I think all the windows at the top are nicely completed. Great. Go away. Go away, all of you. Perfect. That's the windows completed. Next, what I want to do is I want to break down... I want to break all of this down. Maybe a silly idea, but I do want to get rid of this all the way up to there. Whoops. Not there, that's bedrock. Again, have to remember that's bedrock. And the thing is that I am going to probably end up putting some of this back. Just not all of it, and I would rather not do that. I was wondering, I was going on for a long while. Should have been paying attention to the map. I was thinking this is continuing for quite a distance. Strange. Come on. Where are you supposed to be until? Is it inside, outside? It is outside. So we'll break from here. There we go. That's the area. Okay, super. Now I should be able to use the hammer and just remove this. Right. That's how the hammer works, correct? Yes! Useful. Useful tool. Torches. Yeah, that's oh dear. Let's get rid of that. For some reason that makes your eyes go funny. Come on. Oh, I've messed that up. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all at this point in time. Alright, let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There. That works. Unless I did the maths wrong somewhere, that actually worked. Nope. Go. And that is already there. That's given us our some light down here, which is fine. Okay. So now that we have that, perhaps we should do the lower floor, the same kind of concept with the windows. So let's have a look at... That's the floor itself. Is that what the window fits in? No. It's here that the windows would fit in. What is going on here? Oh, I think it's just failed to render it because it's... Yeah, it's fine. That's not a problem. Okay. Please tell me that this is going to work. If I were to go for this, that isn't going to fit. Oh, I think the bottom part of it's already there. That's why. Also, I have made a mess of this. Not a massive mess. But realistically, I did need to be up at a very specific height again. That's a bit too fast. There we go. Floating grass. There we go. Okay. 3. There it is. And will you fit... As a window, will you sit there? Yes, you will. And oops. And as a window, will you sit There, no you won't. Because you do not like that, but you will sit there. Like that. Now how does this look as a window? And this is why I've left the floor in for now. Because you're in the house, let's say this is a corridor or something, you've got a room, you've got one room there, you've got one room here. What is this room going to be with the tiny window? I guess you could have it as a little study or something. Or a understair. No, you can't do an understairs thing. I don't know. It just seems to work because I'm going to have the door for the outside for all of these at the bottom. Now I've made a decision on that. And I think it's going to look really awesome when it's done. Well, I should probably knock most of this out. Let's do that. My laptop is screaming as it's recording things. It's fine. It's being replaced. It's just screaming for help. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear it over my voice or over this. I normally boost the volume on this to make it sound nicer, just a little. Nothing too major. But I'll have to see. Does it go there? No, that's wrong. It's meant to go there. And then this one will go right next to it. Yes. Then we have an opposite, so we'll have one there. And then this one go right next to it. Then we'll have an opposite again. So you go there and then, then I'll fall off. And then you go right next to it. Then we'll go ahead and, that's wrong. We will go ahead and add you in. Perfect. Run to this side, add the opposites one in. 1, 2, and 3. Find the mid wall, which is this one, and stick the mid wall in. Okay, there, and there. This is interesting because I've never really made a 3-story house of this sort, and I do know of houses that are similar to this. I mean, I've lived in a house that is not too dissimilar to this, with a narrow corridor that goes most of the way through and just rooms off the side like that. We could actually have a corridor that went all the way along. And you wouldn't have any, no windows at the side or anything like that. Just, this is it. This is what you get. And upstairs you would potentially have this as this would be a room. Then you'd have a bathroom here. So you'd have a bathroom, a small room, and then two large rooms. Now the only difference on this is that the house is rather long, so the rooms would be quite rectangular in shape. But what you would also sometimes have is in the middle you'd have like a cupboard of some sort. So you'd have a room, for example, that went, let's say you had a room that went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meters, let's say. Then you'd have a 1 meter wide cupboard, and then you'd have another room that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 meters. So you have this cupboard in the middle where you can store things. So that there are a number of different options. This is a very common thing in the United Kingdom. Even newer houses have similar styles to this. Right, next what I want to do is I want to over here I want to get rid of this. That's what I want to do. And this is lighting it up really nicely. This is lit up quite nice. There's still some little jagged edges. Look, you can see as the shadows are, or the light isn't quite working as it should. However, what we can now do, this is the best part, is I can stick, go on, doubt this is going to work, but here's the ground floor. Let's put a window here Is that where the window goes? No. There's only going to be one difference on this, and that is... Oh no, there isn't going to be a difference. That's a lie. Don't mind me, I'm just losing my mind. There we go. I'm actually quite happy with the window designs like that. I think for this build, because it's a first build, I want to keep the window designs fairly simple, nothing too complicated. Otherwise, it might just end up taking far too long. I mean, this design it's going along at a really good pace, though. I'm happy at the pace of the design. I think there and there. That works. And then before we continue that, we need to put in door frame. The door frame is going to go like that. Now the door frame is probably not going to stay as this door frame, but it will have the exact same dimensions. And because it's going to have the exact same dimensions for the wall around it, it's important to put the door frame in so that we have an idea as to what is going in place. So that. And that. There we go. I'll also put the mid wall in where it needs to be. Go on. No, go on. There. That's it. And would you look at that? All of it is starting to fall into place. So at the front we have a 2-story house with a basement. So on this side you go in through here, then that could be somebody else's room, and then on the opposite side you actually have to go down to the ground floor to actually get out into the garden. And then we could always have a little bit of steps, and then we can do whatever we want in the garden. That's pretty cool, I think. Now what we'll do is we'll go inside, and let's go ahead and finish off the walls wherever they need to be finished. So for example, this wall, incomplete. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the larger one, because that will be far easier to handle than the other one, than the smaller 32 block one. So I'm using the standard 16 block, which is what we have here. Could always do this and then bring it up, and up to the top there. Okay, now we have some individual houses, as it were. I also am very, very unsure about this. The way these bricks are, I like the idea, but I'm just really unsure about it. Right, so if we do that, if we go down here, see, here's another. Now what you can have here is just 2 rooms. So you could end up with a room here and a room here, or even one massive room. Or in fact, you could probably end up with a small corridor, 2 rooms here, or one wide room, and then another room there. We could even put a window down here if we wanted to. Although looking at the front, I think that window is going to be useless because it's going to be covered. So there is that. I wasn't going to be doing internals on this, was I? Not too sure. Right, what I need to do now is I need to create the blocks for the floor, because at the moment it's difficult to put the floor in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place in a block like that, and I'm going to create a floor from this. There we go. And so that gives me the perfect thickness of floor that I want. So 1, 2, 3, 4 inches I think is probably the suitable block size for a floor. And there we go, that's all I wanted. And then all I need to do is get rid of that, and that's my floor block. And I can place that in wherever I want. I think 4 inches will do. And when you think about it, that's pretty thick for a floor. And let's examine this just as a test. If I were to say that that's the floor, so if I were to say 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's just pick something and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's reasonable. For this build, I think that is actually reasonable. You can see now why I'd have some of the difficulty. Actually, to be honest, I can do this without it. Never mind, I really do not need that floor. Just realised, what's the point of it? Initially, the idea was a good idea, but I don't need it anymore. Because I can just go ahead and... look, I can just break this. Does this sit on top of here? Yes, it does. That's kind of important. Won't sit everywhere, but I'm sure I need to figure out how I'm going to do this in terms of lighting. In terms of other stuff, it's fine, but in terms of lighting, it's going to be a problem. And let's get the floors in on all of these houses. Might as well. You can see the rendering still having some issues. What it's doing is it's not rendering certain textures in order to save a frame rate. Right. Let's do this. 1, 2, no, build it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that's the issue. But I think once we get it in on most of it, it should be fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's way more than 4 inches. I just realised it's about 8 inches. Yeah, it's 8 inches. That's what it is. That's fine. 8 inches is absolutely fine for the size. I'm not too fussed. Realised I should have probably... what did I do that for? Yeah, we should definitely did it from the top. That's what I need to double check. All the way down to there. There we go. Perfect. And we'll do the same on this side. See, again, it's difficult to get this correct. You can see that now. You can see the trouble that I am getting into with this, and I will break this open to try and get through. Okay, I can't get through that. There, I can get through that, right? There we go, I can. There you go, you can see it didn't quite give me exactly what I wanted. See, what we can do then is we can sort of either build one layer of floor on it, or take out just one level and then put the floor design. We can even take out two and put in a floor design. So there's our initial floor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue building this, and without falling down, I'm going to hope that that is correct. It is not. It's too short, but I can always do that and then just do it right up to the top corner, and there we go. And then we've got to fill in this area. we just do that? There we go. And now we need to work out where stairs are going to go for this. But since I really do not need to worry so much about that, I'm just going to... No, I'm just going to break through here. That's it. Because we can always have two stairs or whatever it is. But that is not too bad. So that's our ground floor and first floor. Now we can probably do that exact same design in all the houses. Oops, there goes my voice. Tends to do that. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got an idea. What happens if I block it like that? And then on this side, hey, this one's easy. This one's a lot easier actually. 1, 2, 3. I can just do this. This one is much easier. See, that was a mistake then, because it's got 2 solid walls, so it's very easy to make this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now we have a door out here that we can get out nice and easy. So we should have similar ease here for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go there, all the way across. Is that the level? It is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Job done. We have a front door to walk out of. For this one, same concept. 1, 2. Oh wait, we'll just start there. There's the 4. Oh. I had a feeling. At least I know how to open things up if I wanted to. Look at the way the light's coming through that. That's brilliant. Gives me ideas, that does. Perhaps not for this build, but for other builds. Block that up. And block that up. Where's the exit? Get me out of here. There we go. And for this, same thing. No, we just need to grab it. I keep counting it. It's not something that I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Run away. And now comes another difficult one. Because of the corners. Now it isn't as difficult, but you can see there that it isn't exactly the easiest. I think it's there. I think. Same concept here. It isn't exactly the easiest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exit. And up here. Oh, here we go again. There too. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one was easy. There we go. And that's the entire interior done. I love the way these shadows work. It's brilliant. Okay, so that's the interior in all of them complete. Now, there are some other things that are going to happen. For example, if you have a look at the back, you can see that we've got these blocks here. That's going to change, because if you have a look at the actual back of this, it needs to do something like that. Now, the only issue I have is that these blocks are rather big. You see that it goes down way more than a single block. And in accordance with these windows, that cannot happen. It can only go down a single block, no more. So I am at a loss as to what to do there. If you have an idea, please let me know in the comments box. That would be ideal. But you can see that inside we certainly have our building is all taking shape. Things are starting to look a lot better. Back at the back, it does look really quite nice as well. Doesn't look perfect. It certainly does not look perfect, but all the exterior walls, all of that kind of stuff are now quite nicely done, which is something I'm quite pleased about. You can see inside as the shadows cross, it does work. It really does work, and I'm quite happy with how it's panned out. So what we need to do next, I want to break one block all the way around the house. That's one thing I do want to do. All the way up to the garden. And similarly here, I think I need to... Oh wait, yeah, I think maybe I need to break a block around... Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe not. Maybe because you're walking at this level and the house is really at... Oh, it's very confusing. Maybe I do not need to break a block all the way. Now I'm just trying to think. Oh look, it's got grass blocks stuck in between it. Oh dear. How did that happen? Okay, maybe I don't need to do that. Well, we've got this far. That's progress. That's certainly progress. Next up, I need to look at this bottom part. Now, surely I can just put these windows down here. Let's give it a... Oh, this is... Is this a go or a no for this? This is going to be testing. Do you sit? You do. Okay, great. Fine. That's just saved me a lot of time. And then I guess you want to have that sit there. Oh well, that's went a lot better than I thought it would. Fine. This is going to be a problem. These ones are going to be problematic. However, this one will not. So great. I'm going to pop it in. And I'm assuming you need to be turned as well. Please tell me yep, you go in, not a problem, and then you slot in right there. Now all I need to do is there are two little bits. Where are you? These ones. Is it you? Or is it you? I think it's you. It isn't you. It's you. They just fit in here where you're not going to have anything on that side. So let's go ahead and do that. And then, oh no, for you, you've got to use the other one. And let's step back and admire our handiwork. Now that window does look a little bit big. Just looks just a little bit big. But overall, it is not bad. I mean, that is... The house is actually looking really quite nice at the moment. And you can see that inside the house you've got... And for example, if I were to... Oops. Where's that coming from? Not sure. If I were to go inside the house, let's place... I cannot place them anywhere, can I? Here we go. Oh, that does not look... In fact, if I were to light up... If I were to light up the inside of every room in the same way, I might get a nice thumbnail for this. Or every enclosed space in the same way. It does. It's starting to look better. Certainly starting to look a lot better. Unfortunately, the light does seep through for some reason, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, I doubt there's much I can do about that. Okay, it's given us a little bit of light in the houses. Let's go ahead and do the same up here then. Let's have these slightly further back. Maybe give it a little bit more of the depth. But with that, I am going to end this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos on Minecraft Extreme Builds. This is actually quite important. I think I should also place. No, okay. I should just do this all the way along. Let's light it up in the middle. How does that look? Oh, that's looking really nice. And then maybe we should light it up along the sides as well, or maybe a little bit closer to the house. Let's add a lot more in the way of light here. There you go. I'll get rid of that and I'll place 2 there, and then we'll just have these all the way along. But yeah, please remember to hit the like button if you do like the videos, and subscribe to the channel. Complete with that notification bell. Do remember to hit that to see more episodes of Minecraft Extreme Builds. Leave a comment with your ideas, thoughts, suggestions, whether you enjoy it. That would always be quite nice. And also do consider supporting me on Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. Also, you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. I'm going to say that's all from me in a minute, but I do want to finish lighting this up and giving you guys a final look. I really like the shadows in this. Really do like the shadows, but I know there's an even better pack in development. There we go. Why are you in the way? Stop! Get out of the way. That is not looking too bad at all. I will actually take a screenshot there. That is all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Minecraft Extreme Builds, where we will continue with this build of the houses and then the entire square of Victorian London.